Everyone, welcome to this video. We're just reviewing some of the triangle theorems that you were taught back in middle school. I don't know if you were told there are theorems or not, but there's some review for this video, and in the next video we're going to be proving some of these theorems that we reviewed today. So the first one, make sure you have your guided notes for this video. If you don't have it, press pause, go get it from Canvas, which is right below where this video is posted in Canvas. So first theorem. Triangle angle sum theorem. The triangle angle sum theorem just says that all the angles in a triangle have to add up to 180 degrees, okay, in Euclidean geometry. So for example, we got these 6 examples here real quick. So that first one, 27 plus 82 plus some unknown angle has to equal 180. So let's see, 82 and 27 is 109, plus some angle equals 180. Subtract 109 from both sides. The unknown angle is equal to 71. And that's your answer. The second one, 53 plus 76 plus x, the unknown angle, has to equal 180. 53 and 76, 129 plus the unknown angle equals 180. Subtract 129 from both sides. X is equal to, let's see, 51. And there's your answer. Okay. Now the next one, we have this triangle. This is 77, this is the unknown, and this is 124. Well, these two angles are linear pairs, so these two angles have to add to 180. So 180 minus 124. This one is 56. And now to get the unknown angle, 77 plus 56 plus the unknown angle is equal to 180. Because all the angles inside of a triangle add to 180. So the unknown angle plus, what is this? 133 is equal to 180. So the unknown angle is 47. Okay, and then the other one, it has an x and a y. So we have this triangle. This is x, this is y, this is 45, this is 120. So to find y and 120 are linear pairs, so they have to add to 180. So 180 minus 120, which is 60. So 60 is y. And then all the angles inside of a triangle add to 180. So 45 plus 60 plus x equal 180. 45 and 60 is 105 plus x is 180. Minus 105 from both sides, so x is 75. There's your answer there. All right, and then the next two is just find what x equals, right? Sorry, I had to stifle a sneeze there. So we have 7x minus 11 plus 5x minus 2 plus 2x minus 3. They all have to add to 180. We're going to try to get x by itself. Okay, so combine like terms. All the x's added together. 7 plus 5 is 12, plus 2 is 14. X, and then all the constants, or the numbers without a variable, added together. Negative 11 minus 2, negative 13, minus 3, negative 16 equals 180. Add 16 to both sides, 14x equals 196. Divide by 14 both sides, x equals 14. Okay, and then the last one there, 2x plus 1 plus 5x plus 5 plus 90 is equal to 180. Collect like terms, 7x plus 96 is equal to 180. Subtract 96 from both sides. 7x is equal to 84. Divide by 7 both sides. X is equal to 12. There's your answer. Okay, so that's the triangle angle sum theorem. Just all the angles in a triangle have to add to 180. Triangle midsegment theorem. So what that just states is if you have a midsegment, so let's have a triangle here. Doesn't matter what triangle you have. And let's find the midpoints of two sides and connect those midpoints. Remember, a midpoint is exactly halfway along one of the sides. So this is a midpoint because this side and this side are equal. This is a midpoint because this side and this side are equal. Now what it says is that technically the midsegment and the other side that doesn't have a midpoint, they're parallel to each other. But this side right here, well, let's label this A, B, C, D, E. It says that A times B, or AB, that side, is equal to 2 times DE. Okay, so this is half the length of this one, or this one is double the length of this one. Which kind of makes sense because this is a mid-segment, so it has 2 midpoints, it cuts the lines in half. So it makes sense that this is half of this one, right, the length. Okay, so using that, let's see, we got this triangle here. This is y, this is 36. So what does y equal to? Well, y is half of 36. So y is equal to 18. That's your answer. Next triangle kind of looks like that. This is 8, 8, 9, 9, 6, and x. So this is a mid-segment because this is half the length here and half the length here. So this is a mid-segment. So x is equal to half of the base side here of 6. Half of 6 is 3, so x is equal to 3. Okay. The next one. So this is 34, and this is 3x minus 1. So we're going to try to find out what x equals. So remember that this side, this mid-segment, is half the length of this one. So it takes 2 of these ones to make one of these ones. So 2 times 3x minus 1 is equal to 34. 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, equals 34. Add 2 to both sides, 6x is equal to 36. Divide by 6 both sides, x is equal to 6. And that's your answer. Okay, the next one looks like that. So this is 26. This is 3x minus 5. So remember that this length is half of this one. So it takes 2 of these to make one of these. So 2 times 3x minus 5 equals 26. Now, instead of multiplying this time in, I'm going to divide everything by 2 because this is times 2. So divide everything by 2. Okay, you could have done the same thing up here, but you're just used to multiplying. That's why I did that first. But we can actually, because this is 2 times, when it touches against times, I can divide by 2 both sides. Add 5 to both sides, 3x equals 18. Divide by 3 both sides, x equals 6. Okay, let's find the other 2. Oh man. Like that. One right here. All right, so this is 8x minus 2. This is 2x plus 1. And then this is 3z. And this is z plus 22. Okay, so let's find x first. Remember, this is the mid-segment. So 2 of these makes 1 of these. So 2 times 2x plus 1 is equal to 8x minus 2. I'm going to distribute this time. You can divide, but you got to remember you divide the entire side. So I'm going to distribute this time so it's not as confusing. Subtract 4x both sides. Add 2 to both sides. Divide by 4 both sides. X equals 1. Now let's look at z. Now, since this is the midpoint, this side has to be equal to this side. So 3z is equal to z plus 22. Minus z both sides. Divide by 2 both sides. Z equals 11. Let's do the next one. Um, 4y 6 times y minus 1. X plus 4. 4x minus 2. So mid-segment takes 2 of the mid-segments to make 1 of the base here. So 2 times x plus 4 is equal to 4x minus 2. Distribute 2x plus 8 equals 4x minus 2. Subtract 2x from both sides. 8 equals 2x minus 2. Add 2 to both sides. 10 equals 2x. Divide by 2 both sides. 5 equals x. And then find y. This is a midpoint, so this side and this side have to be equal to each other. So 4y is equal to 6 times y minus 1. Distribute the 6. 4y equals 6y minus 6. Subtract 6 both sides. Negative 2y is equal to negative 6. Divide by negative 2 both sides. Y equals 3. There's your answer. Okay. Okay, the next theorem we're going to go over, or theorems, is the isosceles triangle theorem, or the base angles theorem, whatever you want to call it. Just means that if you have an isosceles triangle, by definition, it has 2 congruent sides. We'll say these 2 sides. Then the angles opposite are also congruent. That's what the theorem says. Now, there's also the converse. Converse just means written in the reverse direction. So instead of having two sides that are congruent, so that the 2 angles are congruent, we have the 2 angles are congruent, and thus the 2 sides are congruent. Okay, we'll be proving those. Like I said at the beginning, in the next video, we're just using these theorems right now. So let's see here. We have this triangle. And find out what B equals. Well, this is a isosceles triangle because the base angles, or these two angles, are congruent. All the angles have to add up to 180. So B plus 116 is equal to 180. Minus 116 both sides. Well, actually, let's just add these together. B plus B is 2B. Plus 116 is equal to 180. Subtract 116 both sides. 2B is equal to, let's see, what is that, 64? Divide by 2 both sides. B is equal to 32. There's your answer. The next one. This is 100. This is x, and these two sides are congruent. All right, so this is an isosceles triangle, which means that these two angles have to be equal to each other. So we can put an x here. So then x plus 100 equals 180. X plus x is 2x plus 100 equals 180. Subtract 100 both sides. 2x is equal to 80. Divide by 2 both sides. X is equal to 40. Okay. This is 2x minus 9, x plus 5. Since this is an isosceles triangle, these two sides are congruent. So they're equal to each other. Their measure, 2x minus 9 is equal to x plus 5, minus x both sides, plus 9 both sides. There's your answer. Now the next one. This is x plus 10, 3x. We want to find what x equals to. Well, this is an isosceles triangle, so the base angles or the opposite angles are congruent. So x plus 10 over here. All the angles have to add up to 180. So x plus 10 plus x plus 10 plus 3x is equal to 180. X plus 3x is 5x. 10 plus 10 is 20. Minus 20 both sides. Divide by 5 both sides. What is that? 32? X is 32. Okay. Last one here. Two x minus 1, x plus 7, x minus 4. And we want to find out what x equals. Well, we don't even really have to worry about this one. It's a distractor, right? This is an isosceles triangle, so these two sides are congruent to each other. Their measures are equal. So 2x minus 1 is equal to x plus 7. Subtract x both sides, x minus 1 is equal to 7. Add 1 to both sides, x is equal to 8. There's your answer. Okay, so that's it for those isosceles triangle theorems. Let me get a different eraser because it's obviously not working. Okay. So the four triangle congruency statements or theorems that we're going to talk about, there's more than these, but these are the ones we're talking about for now. We have side, side, side congruency. Okay, so if I have two triangles, where they have three sides that are congruent to each other, right? So 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3. How those three sides are congruent to each other in the two triangles. By side, side, side congruency statement, we can say that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay, so all their measures are equal. We have side, angle, side. So side, angle, side. Let's see here. Side, angle, side. So if you have two triangles that have congruent parts to them, where it's a side and a side's congruent, and then an angle and an angle, and then a side and a side are congruent, by the side, angle, side congruency statement, we can say these two triangles are congruent. So all their measures are equal. It has to be in that order. It has to be side, angle, side. There has to be an angle situated in between the two congruent sides. So see, these two sides are congruent. So the only angle that would work is the angle in between them for side, angle, side. Angle is in between the two sides. Angle is in between the two sides. Okay. Angle, side, angle. Okay. If we have two triangles here, and we have an angle, a side, and then an angle, a side, and then an angle. So this angle is congruent with this one, this side is congruent with this one, this angle is congruent with this one. We can say by angle, side, angle that these two triangles are congruent, and thus all their measures are equal to each other. And it has to be in that order. It has to be an angle, a side, and then an angle. An angle, a side, and then an angle. So the side has to be situated in between both the congruent angles. And then we have angle, angle, side. Okay, angle, angle, side. So if I have two triangles, and I have an angle, and then a side, an angle, and then a side, in that order, then I can say these two triangles are congruent, so all their measures are equal. So it has to be an angle, and then a side. If it's angle, and then a side, then an angle, it's obviously this one. Okay, so it needs to be angle, angle, and then a side. Angle, angle, and then the immediate side. Now, this right here, side, side, angle, is not a congruency statement. Okay, in fact, we don't even use it. The only time this ever works is in a right triangle, and we call it hypotenuse leg, not side, side, angle, because in a right triangle we have a hypotenuse. All right, so in my class, to help you remember this, that side, side, angle is not a congruency statement. If it spells a word that you shouldn't say in my class, don't use it, okay? So I'm not going to spell it the other way around because I'll probably get in trouble. I might even get in trouble saying it, showing it this way. But if it spells a word that you shouldn't say in class, then it's not a congruency statement, okay? And that's it for this video. Come talk to me after school if you need any extra help or anything like that. I'm always available to you.